Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Gratitude Happy Hour. This is going to be a bit different from my normal gratitude happy hours that I do. So, welcome to the special edition where we are going to do a 7 generation clearing and healing, and I will explain what that is. I want to welcome everyone that's here with me on Zoom, and we will have a time after the clearing takes place if anyone wants to share your experience or just make a comment at the end. So, thank you all for being here. Just please come with an open mind and an open heart because what we're doing here today is very important and very pertinent to our world today and the energy that is so prevalent here. And so we're going to try to clear, we're not going to try, we're going to clear some of this old, ancient, ancestral energy that goes back generations. I just want to make sure everyone can hear me clearly. I was a little bit away from the mic, so if you just wave at me or give me a thumbs up. Okay, thank you. All right, so what is a 7 generation healing, you might ask? The seventh generation principle was taught by the Native Americans, and it says that in every decisions, whether it be personal, governmental, or corporate, we must consider how it will affect our descendants 7 generations into the future so that the pristine sky, fields, water, and mountains will still be here for them to enjoy. To live by this principle, one would ask prior to any undertaking how it will affect the land, the water, the air, the animals, the birds, the plants, and the future of our children 7 generations into the future. And what this means is that where we are right now in this lifetime, we are being affected going backwards 7 generations. So that's the process we're going to go through. That's what I will walk you through. And this process is designed to shift the energies of both the mother and the father bloodlines back at least 7 generations, clearing it of any pattern of abuse, emotional suppression, helplessness, violence, or war, and then send that healing back to that energy as well as forward 7 generations to our children's children. So let's just take a moment right now to breathe in and relax. I like to place my hand on my heart because it brings the energy very heart centered, heart focused. And as you do so, just take in a deep breath. I like to envision that I'm blowing up a balloon with all that air. So I breathe in deeply into the belly and then release it. One more time. As you breathe in, start to relax. Breathe in the light from the universe around you in each direction. Breathe this light and love into the body. Breathe this in from the universe into your bones, your blood cells, and your DNA. On the out breath, just release any energy that does not belong to you back to the universe. You are a child of the universe, and you have a right to be here. Feel the support of the light from the universe around you, releasing anything that can be released from your body back to the light. And now set your intention. Is it your intention to release a specific emotion or anything of low vibration that is not serving you? Is it to cut ties with your ancestral energy that is holding you back? Focus on your intention now so that it is clear in your mind. And take another breath in as we call upon the angels, and they begin to seal the energy around you. I first call in Raphael from the east, the archangel of air. And Raphael brings the emerald green fire, clearing and cleansing your energy field. Imagine you can call this fire into the body itself, into the bones, clearing and cleansing them, into the blood, clearing and cleansing, and into every layer of the light body. This emerald green fire is in your energy field. Let's take a moment to really feel that, to feel the presence of Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Raphael. And now let's call in Archangel Michael from the south, the Archangel of fire, our guardian protector. His energy is of electric blue fire. So we're calling that electric blue fire into our body of bone and blood, into our cells, our DNA, and every layer of the light field. Breathe that in. I want you to really feel Michael surrounding you with that protective energy. And as you feel into that energy, we're going to call the sword of Michael before you, right before your heart chakra. You can use your envisioning to see it there. This neutralizes any lower frequency energies from entering your energy field. Now place this sword at the back of your heart, protecting the back space from those lower frequency energies. Place the sword now to the left side of your energy field and to the right, protecting these sides of your energy field. And now place it above your head, pointing upwards, and below your feet, pointing downward, so your energy field is protected from 6 directions. And now place this sword within the heart, covering all 7 directions with the protection of Archangel Michael. I now call in Archangel Gabriel of the West, the Archangel of Water. Gabriel brings the diamond white fire, and he wraps this fire around you as if it were a cloak of light. This fire can absorb lower frequency energy from your energy field and pull them out. So breathe in and allow this process to happen. Now we call in Archangel Uriel of the North, Uriel of the Earth, and the energy of Uriel is ruby red fire. Invite that energy into your body of bone and blood and in every cell of your body as this ruby red fire clears lower frequency energies. Feel these 4 angels around you, the 4 energies of angelic fire, emerald green, electric blue, diamond white, and ruby red. Ask these angels to open and expand your energy field. Now call upon your higher self to be present. Call for the body elemental, the consciousness of the body, to be present and engaged in this work. Breathe and allow this to happen, calling in your guides, your higher self, and your angels. Now above you is Metatron, who brings in the golden white crystalline grid, which contains every shape that exists in the universe that God has created. Metatron brings this into the room above your head, sealing the space and allowing golden white light to pour down the walls, clearing and cleansing the walls of the room you are sitting in, and sealing also beneath your feet. So you're actually sitting in a great cube of golden white fire. Ask Metatron to please intensify that fire, protecting your room from interference, protecting the space around you, the lower frequency energies, or any openings to lower dimensions. Let's take a moment to do that now. Now let's call Archangel Sandalphon below with the crystalline 5D grid of the earth to rise up into the room where you are. The silver white fire is the energy that comes up the feet, and the chakras of the feet open. They open as two great spheres of light, one on each foot. Bring in the energy of the 5D grid and bring that light up to the root chakra as that one opens as one great sphere of light. Breathe that in. Let's take a moment for that. Bring in the energy of this crystal grid, releasing everything else. Now bring that light up to the sacral chakra as it opens up as one great sphere of light. Breathe in from the crystal grid, releasing all other energies. Breathe light into the body and breathe that light now as it goes up to the solar plexus chakra. And this chakra opens up as one great sphere of light. Breathe in from this crystal grid and release all other energies. Take a deep breath in right into the solar plexus. And let's bring that light up to the heart. And the heart opens as one great sphere of light. Breathe in from the crystalline grid of the earth, releasing all other energies, and anchor that light right there in your heart. Now let's call down the golden white fire from Metatron's crystalline grid, from source energy, bringing it down through your crown chakra that opens as one great sphere of light. Breathe in the energy of the 5D crystalline grid and release anything that is not serving your highest purpose. Breathe in the light from the crystalline grid as it goes down to the third eye chakra, which opens in one great sphere of light. Breathe in from that grid, releasing any other energy that's not serving you. Breathe in the light as it now goes to your throat chakra, which opens as one great sphere of light. Breathe in from the crystalline grid, and on your out breath, release all other energies. Now breathe in from the crystalline light down into your heart chakra, anchoring it there, releasing all other energies. And now that we've opened and aligned all of those chakras, ask your higher self to open the inner channel between the core of the earth and the core of the sun. Allow the flow of light into your body, the light from the earth and the sun flowing through you, so you become a clear channel for this light. Now, with your breath, expand that channel, allowing more light into your body. Ask your higher self to increase the power and the potential of your body to hold that light so that you can become more of a radiant being of light, holding more light on the earth plane. Now we're going to call upon the ultraviolet angels to place a sphere of ultraviolet fire around your energy field and place a separate sphere around your earth star chakra just beneath your feet. This will protect the chakra where the bloodline energies enter into your energy field. So let's ask Archangel Michael and all the ultraviolet angels to seal the bloodline of your mother back 7 generations in one great chamber of light. And ask Michael and the ultraviolet angels to seal the father line back 7 generations in one great chamber of light with ultraviolet fire. And let's give just a moment for that energy to be sealed up. Now you can begin your work. In your mind's eye, step backwards 7 times, representing 7 generations on your mother's side. As you do this, you may receive a message from these ancestors as you connect with them. You may receive a name or energy coming from your ancestors or from this era that they lived in. You may get a flash of intuition and know what they looked like in their physical bodies. With these bloodlines, there's a mixture of energy coming through. Some of this energy is helpful, but much of it is not helpful as our Earth is shifting from the 3D to the 5D timeline. And these bloodlines have existed on the 3D timeline for many, many years. And the energies coming from them are that lower frequency energy and the lower frequency patterns. So as you are there in the mother's timeline, think of any issues in your life that you want to release the energy of, or just feel into the energy as you connect with these ancestors. Anything that comes through for you is supposed to come through. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Ask your higher self and Archangel Sandalphon and all the angels holding the crystalline grid to help dissolve all agreements, cords, and attachments from your mother line that attaches to the 3D, dissolving all those agreements, records, and attachments, and shifting the whole mother line back 7 generations into the 5D grid of the earth. Just see this great tree line being bathed in 5D energy from the crystalline grid of the earth. And as this happens, many of these energies from this old bloodline will not like this shift in the energy. They may want to retreat back to the earth grid, and that's okay. Give permission for the energies of the mother line back 7 generations that do not wish to belong to the crystalline grid to leave. Give permission now for new 5D energies from the crystalline grid to replace them, holding the integrity of the mother line back 7 generations. Now envision yourself stepping forward 7 steps, 7 long strides to get back to your present self. Take a moment right now to just feel into your energy. See if there was any shift. There may be some emotions coming up for you in releasing this energy that was there. Now, in your mind's eye, step backwards 7 times once more. This is going back into your father's timeline. Let's ask Sandalphon and the angels and your higher self to do the same process for your father line. Feel into the energy here. Anything that's coming into your mind, that's what's supposed to. This is your experience. Ask to clear all agreements, cords, attachments to the old earth grid and move the entire line back 7 generations into the crystalline 5D grid of the earth, and see your father line bathing in the bloodline back 7 generations. Once again, there may be energies that do not like the shift and want to stay in the earth grid, and that's perfectly okay. Give permission for the energies of the father line back 7 generations that do not want to make this shift to the crystalline grid to leave, and give permission for the new 5D energies from the crystalline grid to replace them, holding the father line in a high integrity and frequency of light back 7 generations. Just take a moment for that. Now breathe in a deep breath and step forward again, 7 long strides as you come back to your present self. As you look at these 2 trees in the earth, going off at different angles, bathed in the crystalline grid of light, being transformed and shifted, and also a sphere of ultraviolet light around the Earth Star chakra, neutralizing any lower frequency energies coming from the bloodlines. Feel your energy field. Is it lighter? Is it shifting? Do you notice a noticeable shift as these energies are neutralized? Just pay attention to that. Some energies from the bloodline will still come through, but these are the ones that are helpful. So give permission for the light to intensify around both mother and father line, bathing and shifting the whole bloodline from a 3D to a 5D bloodline, so that the energy that you project forward in the future to your descendants is of the highest frequency. As you have now felt into the energy of your ancestors on both the mother line and the father line, let's pause to say a prayer of forgiveness. We release and forgive the energy we felt there with love. Together, let's say the Hawaiian prayer of forgiveness, the Ho'oponopono. There are 4 phrases. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Just take a moment to repeat these words, recognizing that it's not about any person. It's about releasing the energetic impact of anything that transpired during that time. So again, those words, those phrases are, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. You may feel that energy as it responds to your words, as it responds to your energy, letting it go with love. Now let's neutralize all the patterns from the family line that do not serve you or your descendants. Ask that all agreements, programs, and resolved energies that do not serve your highest good, your soul's path, or those of your descendants be dissolved into source light. Cancel all vows, agreements, contracts, karmic IOU that do not serve your highest good or the good of the bloodline. Release all of these to source light, both the mother line and the father line. When this is done, ask that all vows, agreements, blood covenants, karmic IOUs from beyond those 7 generations that do not serve your highest path or purpose, or the highest path or purpose of the highest destiny of the bloodline, be canceled, dissolved, and released now. Dissolve all futile vows that connect you to the energy of war or violence. Clear and dissolve all futile vows that connect you to the energy of slavery, master, servant. Cancel that now. Cancel any vows that could disconnect you from knowing or radiating your own authentic light or walking your own true path. Clear any human-animal hybrid experiment and mutation from Atlantis in the bloodline. Clear any agreements of belonging or serving the dark. Clear any agreements around extraterrestrial experimentation or alien enslavement trauma held in your human DNA. Ask the angels, your higher self, and Sandalphon to clear blood covenants in the DNA all the way down to the 5D crystalline grid of the earth. Clear any genetic karmic damage. Clear the bone marrow and all blood producing parts of the body of any genetic karmic damage. Clear any chemical interference harming the blood. Clear any disease memory in the body. Clear all memory and influence, DNA instruction, or RNA instruction that hinders the process of returning to the original template. Let's take a deep breath in after all that clearing and just take a moment to allow the shift in the energy as that happens. Now let's call upon Metatron and the healing teams to send a soft, healing golden light into the body. Ask this healing light to be sent to all aspects of your physical body. In this healing light, let's go back through your time, back to the young adult years, the adolescent years, the young child years, and back to you in the womb. Now send this soft, healing golden light back to the bloodline, both on the mother and the father's line, sending a healing back 7 generations, a soft, healing golden light in the bloodline. Now send this healing light back beyond 7 generations, all the way back into infinity along both the mother and the father lines, sending a healing light back through hundreds and hundreds of generations. Send this soft healing gold light forward in time now along the bloodline to help all of your descendants align with the higher frequency light so that they may feel more at home and welcomed here on planet Earth. Take a deep breath in, release, and relax. And let's add in some gratitude. Let's thank all the beings who took part in this transmission, all the angels, your higher self, your guides. We thank the angels who held the grids, Metatron and Sandalphon, and we ask they release these grids with gratitude, but not completely releasing the intensity of those grids. Thank the angels around you Uriel of the north with the ruby red fire. Let's thank Gabriel of the west with the diamond white fire. Michael of the south with the electric blue fire. And thank you, Raphael of the east with the emerald green fire for all the healing that took place. And as we thank all of these beings, they step away from your energy field. Now feel the lightness of being, the lightening of the load, the release of energy from the bloodlines that will allow for greater expansion of your light in this lifetime. Breathe in, soften your breath, open and relax, and come back to the room where you are in with your breath. Begin to feel your physical body. Become aware of where you are and opening to process this experience you have just been through. This was huge. This was a lot of release, a lot of shift in energy. And when we shift our energy field, that frequency affects the whole entire planet. So if there were things that were released, forgiven, and shifted in your bloodlines, it does affect what's happening in your world today, in your life, and in the environment around you. And that's our goal, is to bring more light into the world. So as you opened up to these energies, you can shine that light brighter. So I'm going to open it up now and see if there's anyone that would like to share from your experience today. You can unmute yourself. Catherine, I see you raise your hand. Hi, honey.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How was that for you?
Oh my gosh, I think I may have met one of my ancestors on my father's side of the lines, and when we got before we left or something, he was actually standing up and like this, and he bowed to me, just looking at me, and
Wow.
he said, "I am so thankful and grateful, sweet one. Thank you." He wanted to say thank you.
Oh,
And that really touched me.
it's touching my heart.
I don't know I don't know the name. Like he just came up. I knew who he was, you know, on the inside of me, but I didn't know his name.
Right.
But I know that he was on my father's line.
Amazing.
He just wanted to send his thankfulness,
Hmm. That's
and that
beautiful.
really touched me.
That is so touching. It's very emotional to do this work and emotional to hear those words from your ancestors.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you had that experience today. Thank you for sharing that.
He wore a black belt, so I think he might have, been from overseas or something. I don't know.
Hmm. Beautiful. Thank you.
That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you for being here and participating.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. Anyone else would like to share? Sherry, I see your hand raised.
Okay, I think I'm unmuted now.
Yes, you are.
Okay, before I tell you about my experience, I wanted to say to Catherine, when she kind of did her hands like this in the Orients, like Tai Chi and martial arts, the hands like that means wisdom over power. And Bitzel Fritz is chiming in. Sorry about that.
It's okay. He's feeling the energy.
He's feeling the energy in the room. Let somebody else talk and I'll come back. I'll mute myself
Okay.
until I get them calmed down.
All right, honey. Anyone else want to share? I felt a lot of shift. I felt so much that there was like a heavy cloud this time. We did this last night, and I felt a lot of energy, but I didn't feel that really heavy cloud until we went in today. And I think the more we do this, the more of that kind of energy is going to be transmuted. It's time. It's time for it all to go. And it's very powerful to do this time after time, to get underneath that, to really feel it powerfully coming through. So, if any of you felt a shift, if you felt emotional, if you felt some of that, then congratulations, because we did a lot of work here today. We did a lot of heavy lifting. So, thank you. Thank you for participating. And Sherry,
I think I've got him quiet now.
quieten down.
But
Okay.
along those lines, last night when we did this the first time, I got a surprise that was very overpowering. When we went back on my mother's side, I didn't feel any darkness there, which kind of surprised me. When we went to my father's side, the darkness on that side was overwhelming. I couldn't even talk about it.
Mhm.
But today it's still there, but it's not as intense.
Right. It's starting to budge.
So, as we do this maybe a couple of more times, maybe I can sense a little more of what's going on there.
Absolutely. Well, good. I'm so glad we're making progress with that. And thank you. Thank you for persevering. Sometimes we go through an experience and it takes courage to come back and go through it again, especially when you sense something like that that's so heavy. So thank you. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Okay, we have a few minutes if anyone else wants to share. You can just unmute yourself to talk. Hi, Carol.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, sweetie.
Um, this time it was really strange when I was releasing everything. I kind of felt like my mother's side to my left and my father's side to the right. And the tears were just pouring out of my right side, just my right eye. And that's where I felt a lot of the heaviness and sadness and everything else. And I did feel, though I didn't see her, my grandmother on that side.
Wow. But at least you connected. You knew it was
Yes.
her. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's beautiful. And the more you go into that energy and know what that essence feels like, the more you can pull in the energy to where you can communicate more with her.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
beautiful.
neat.
I'm loving all of this. I love your experiences. And anyone that's in the audience, I didn't turn on the live broadcast where we are going out over Facebook. But if you had an experience with this, I would love to hear your comments in the. We'll go through and I will read those afterward, and I will come back and respond to you. I was just seeing if I could pull it up on my phone real fast. Okay, we do have people on. Oh, okay. I see comments. I see a lot of people saying that it was more emotional this time, and more release that happened. And one of our viewers, Scarlett, says, after last night's session, I saw Native American Indians dancing. How beautiful. Thank you all for being with us on the live today, and thank you for participating. So if there are no more comments from our Zoom room, I just want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for experiencing this for yourself and for making an effort to bring more light into our world, to make a difference in the world, to say, what can I do? I used to say to myself, what does it matter what I do? I'm just one person, right? And then I found out very quickly that everything we do matters. Everything adds to the collective energy. And right now, our collective energy needs our light more than at any other time in existence. We need to be putting out a very positive frequency. And the more we do that, that counteracts anything that is out there that's of the darkness. Oh, awesome. So we have a note in the chat that it was beautiful and powerful and so much clearing. Thank you, Liz. I appreciate that. So tomorrow we are going to do this at 11 o'clock a.m. in the Eastern time zone. Anyone that knows of people in other countries, maybe this would be a better fit for them to come in and we can reach more people over the world. That's our goal, is to reach out wherever people are to give them that opportunity to experience this healing. And if you know of anyone that could use this, that could really benefit from having their vibration lifted, just share with them. We are doing this every day and through Sunday. And there's a schedule in Enlightened World Network that will share when it's happening, and it always will be shown through Enlightened World Network. So you can guide people there to experience it. At Enlightened World Network, we bring a lot of programming. And tonight at 7 o'clock, Robert Painley will be on with Spirit Focus. So I hope that you'll be able to join in and watch his show. Thank you all so much for being with us. I'm going to end this broadcast and send you so much love. Stay in your heart space, stay in that love, and lift the vibration that way. Bye, everybody.